such a journey. So I can still remember when our friend Juan Barraza was a founder. And he built a startup called Video Interpreters that was designed to do interpretation in the care delivery world, the hospital world, or care provider world to help do translation. So people who did not speak English and doctors that did speak English or providers, a nurse or another caregiver who did not speak that language could talk and collaborate. Fortunately for us, that didn't work out, because if Juan had been a super famous founder, we would have lost all of his community expertise and engagement. And about 11 years ago, I think it was 2015 or so, he took the concept of Startup Weekend and he focused it just on Latino founders. So what if we did a Startup Weekend, but instead of it being like tech focused or whatever, we just said, if you're Latino and you have a business idea or you want to explore what it's like to build a product or a business over a weekend, let's direct Startup Weekend activity toward that group. Super successful, did a bunch of them, people were really excited about it. Sometimes I got to mentor or go judge that competition. So I love that competition. Then Juan saw that Stephen Green was really moving the needle with Pitch Black. Stephen's Black and Latino, or Latino, as Stephen likes to put it. So Juan, I'm really sorry, my voice is going. So Juan went to Stephen and said, hey, I think like you do Pitch Black, which is a competition focused on Black founders and the companies they're building. Juan was like, this seems like the appropriate next step after the Startup Weekend. Like maybe we do Pitch Latino and we have a bunch of Latino founders come up on stage and pitch the businesses they're building, and similar format to Pitch Black where it's like everybody who participates gets money. They don't pay to participate. They get money for participating, which is my number one favoritist of all time pitch competition thingamajig, which is pay founders for their time. Love that everybody who takes the stage, who takes the time, gets money. So that was Pitch Black, Pitch Latino. And then Juan just kept rolling. And so what all of his activities eventually became Latino Founders, a nonprofit 501c3 focused on supporting the entire journey of Latino founders from concept to exit. So how do we help this population, which contributes a ton to our GDP, to our work environments, to, they're a critical part of the economy and they are largely ignored. So Latino Founders was designed to support that activity. They ran it kind of virtually. Then they wound up with a physical space. And it's only been a couple of years, I think, that they've been in that physical space. And it was like 3,000 square feet or something. It was part of another facility. And I'll be darned if they haven't managed to now take out a full building at 15,000 square feet. So the building is on the Park blocks. It's on Cooch and Park. There's another trivial fact for you people who aren't in Portland. If you're coming here for Chain React and you want people to think that you know a lot about Portland, there's a street in the Northwest. It's spelled Couch, but the person pronounced their name Cooch. So it's Cooch Street. It's not Couch Street. Okay. So they're on, I almost said Couch. They're on Cooch and Park. If you're familiar with the Northwest Park blocks, they're basically right across the park from the Custom House, which used to be WeWork back in the day. So that's basically where they are. Brand new hotel just went up next to them. They're kind of over by Fuller's and Deschutes and like all that kind of stuff in the Pearl. And so come August, their new home will be 3 floors of that building. And, I had the opportunity to catch up with Juan, and he was kind of given the concepts, and like the first floor may support some retail, those kind of things. Second floor, very much like co-working kind of stuff. And then third floor, maybe some like bigger organizations, bigger companies kind of up on the top floor, but really exciting. Really shows that here is yet another part of the Portland startup market that is egregiously underserved. And now we are providing both resources, but also physical location that these founders can use to build their companies. And they can go through their accelerator program, and then they can get their mentorship, and maybe they can pitch at Pitch Latino. Like it's really nice the way it's all kind of come together. I'm sure Juan had a strategy 15 years ago that this is what he was going to do, but it's really nice to see this starting to come to fruition at a time when it is so desperately needed, and at a time when you love to hear about people betting on Portland. And Juan is doing exactly that. Latino Founders is doing exactly that. Thank you so much for sticking with Portland, for building out this amazing space. I can't wait to see it come to life in August or September or whenever that's going to happen. But most of all, really, really nice to be in a startup community where people work incredibly hard to provide resources and space for the founders that are creating amazing companies here. And I know I tell you this every single time I talk about this, but please do not forget net new jobs. If you want to save the economy, if you want to create more jobs, the vast majority of net new jobs come from new companies, come from startups, creating jobs that didn't exist before. So it's not backfilling a job. It's not adding a job to an existing company. It's creating a large number of jobs, if they're successful, that never ever existed before. So that's why we need to support entrepreneurship and startups, because they are the key to job creation. They are the key to pulling us out of this, downward spiral we seem to be stuck in. And the work of people like Juan and organizations like Latino Founders is going to pull us out of these doldrums.